Hello, everybody. Here's a what the fuck's wrong with my chair? Anyway,
Wait, I thought somebody went into their room.
nah, we have a surprise spooky vid for you folks. Since Halloween is over, we might as well give you one extra spooky content video. And today, I've seen titled "It's Train to Busan," surprise Korean hit of 2016. If I'm getting my memory serves correctly, yes, that was the year it came out.
It is. You're right.
Join with me always, you know these fuckers. John and Nina. How are you guys? How was your Halloween?
Oh, I'm hungover.
Amazing.
He's
I watched The Nun
overworking
with
me,
Friends. It was
everybody.
very fun. Oh my god, shut up.
So, I was kind of getting tired of the zombie genre until I saw this movie. I was like, zombies feel fresh again. Feel kind of new. Because I think the last zombie movie I saw was. Yeah, I don't remember. They're all melding together.
I mean, I don't know, Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, probably.
Did we do a review on Dawn of the Dead? No, not yet.
Army of the Dead, you mean?
Ah, there we go. There's that. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that
No,
came
there was
after
Zack
Train to
Snyder.
Busan though, yeah, so
Yeah.
so it doesn't really count.
It
Kinda.
doesn't. But
Yeah.
holy shit, I love this film, bro.
So, what makes this movie so unique in the zombie genre for you guys?
Well, because I guess the thing that stood apart, like the first thing that I noticed when it first came out, and I'd watched it was that for one, it's obviously like South Korean, so it's because we're used to zombie movies coming out of America or even like the UK with 28 Days Later, you know, but we rarely ever see like Asian zombies because I think it's a very, I wouldn't say it's a Western concept, but it's something that the West has been doing for quite a while now. Because you know our kind of like mythology and our kind of like ghost stories and horror stuff isn't really like zombies. We have different stuff. So that's the first thing that came into my head. And then it's like what got me was there was no presence of guns. You know, like think of it like you're only running for your life. You have no way of fighting back properly, you know. Compared to like in Western movies, there's always a way to fight back, you know. But these are people who just got caught in the middle of a zombie apocalypse as it happened, and you know, it's very interesting. And of course, the premise, it's on a train. What are you gonna do? Woo! So yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah. It's really just like it it was a fresh take because it was the different eye. It was a different eye that looked into, hey, here's the zombie genre. What if I take something different from it and like make it our own? So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense.
Well, the whole zombie on like train or train and zombie concept has already been done. You could say that this is like a ripoff of Cabaneri and Iron Fortress, but not gonna lie, I don't think so. Like, this is this is actually a really good take of like, what would it be like if I was in the most or like the worst place to be in the zombie apocalypse, which is a very enclosed one-way area, and that's very claustrophobic.
Yes.
And zombies are going one direction, but you only have to go one direction as well. But that's not the only factor. Is that you have to fucking go through idiotic people who are scared out of their goddamn minds. And like, I like that concept, and especially Gong Yu's here, so that's the unique part. Gong
Ye-
Yu's here. I like
yeah.
Gong Yu.
These characters are very fleshed out. There's no like one-dimensional character. Not really. These like there's the father and his daughter who have like a troubled relationship. There's the sisters. There's the selfish businessman. There's the baseball team. Uh,
Yeah.
and their
Oh, Nina.
cheerleader.
Oh,
Nina, did you notice the one of the wait, did you watch Itaewon Class, Nina?
yeah. Why? Well, I
Uh,
know of it.
wait, did you watch it though?
I know the actors. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. Choi Woo Shik.
Yeah, true. Shikasano.
Yeah, he's in it one class as the son of the evil CEO guy. Anyway, we're not talking about it one class. But dude, yeah, I agree with like the characters here are fully fleshed out. It's not like in other zombie movies where you have the generic like main guy, love interest, the dickhead is gonna die. Well, there's kind of ish. But a lot of the times they're just very, cut and paste. While there's a little bit more depth to here. Like there is a message with Gong Yu's character, and there are two people in that train who represents a path he's gonna take, which is Don Lee's character, who is the big, muscular, noble family man, and this very, you know, selfish businessman. These are two routes that Gong Yu's character will have to like choose, because he's already neglecting his daughter. Which he could make it up to her in this situation, or he could be as selfish as he can be and be this businessman throughout this entire movie.
Yeah,
You can see he's making those choices, and I think that's what makes it unique. You could actually see it. I mean, if you're just a casual moviegoer, maybe you won't. But if you watch this review, there you go. There's an actual deeper meaning to Train to Busan.
yeah. The guy has an arc. Like he starts out very selfish and self-centered, and by the end, he's a hero who goes out very, heroically and tragically.
Yeah.
We can get to
Like
that later.
a shitty father, and then he sees a better version of him, who pretty much sacrificed himself throughout in the middle of the movie, and he's like, I gotta be this guy instead of that guy, and I
Yeah.
like that. And what kind of dad buys a little girl a Wii at 2016?
Yeah.
Wasn't it a Wii U?
It was a
Wasn't that
Wii.
at the?
Yeah, but like the Switch came out 3 years ago, and he's supposed to be like a rich
No,
dad.
Yeah,
The-
3 years ago. That's 2019. That's 3 years after. Hello?
Sorry.
Yeah, the Switch came out like 2017.
2017.
Yeah, it wouldn't have
Nobody
been
buys
out.
a Wii anymore.
You don't know, she's
it
a
wasn't,
kid.
It wasn't a Wii. I don't think it was a Wii U. It was a legit Wii.
Yeah. Oh, maybe she could have played Zelda.
2006,
Wait,
2005 Wii.
Anyway, one of the other characters that really stands out is the wrestler guy, the big,
Don
cute.
Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
The guy's just pure badass when he has to be, but he's not like what I appreciate this is that he's not superhuman. It's not like he doesn't take the bumps and scratches.
Feels like it though. Man punches a zombie in the face. I'm like, oh.
It's like God,
I want
I
that.
I see where they got their inspiration for Abby. Mm-hmm. But
no, but you gotta love the contrast between him. He's like, I'm a big masculine man and punches zombies in the face and do like wrestling moves on them.
yeah.
And then when it comes to his wife, he's the sweetest person in the world. I'm like, oh, see, you don't need to be masculine and macho the entire time. Be caring. Also, his wife's pregnant, so that's also a factor.
Yeah. How about you, Nina? Any characters stand out to you?
Well, I enjoyed watching Don Lee act. I don't know much of his acting beforehand, but yeah, I really enjoyed that. I'm trying to. No one really else really stood out for me. Everyone else was kind of just okay. Like other than like Gong Yi's character, Don Lee's character, the rest were kind of just there. Like it was
Exactly.
fine. Nothing too nothing that I wasn't like nothing that I completely felt for, really. Like, yeah, it was just kind of like that because everyone had their own thing to represent. Because that's the thing about zombie movies that they do, is that it's basically what would you do when you're at the end of your own rope, when you're pushed to the absolute limit of humanity, when and everyone acts differently and everyone represents a different form, and it's basically what John Moore said. Everyone represents a different thing. You could be selfish, you could be totally selfless, stuff like that. So it's like, oh, it shows your character when you're pushed to the limit. So kind of, yeah, but nothing else really. I just thought, like, I just knew, Sohee, the other high school girl, was in Wonder Girl, so I just knew her from that. So I was like, oh,
She's from
cool.
Wonder Girl?
She's in another. Yeah, she's on Wonder Girls.
The baseball dude kind of
Cute.
looks familiar though. I've seen
The
him.
baseball dude, he's from Parasite too.
Ah, yeah,
What?
yeah,
He's from Parasite. Yes.
yeah. I remember
This
someone
is what.
said that.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a show you need to watch also, Enzo. Ito One Class. You like it. it. I think you like it.
Sure.
So we could get into the K drama of Geeks and Degenerate.
Isn't that your dream?
Yes, it is.
Alright.
Sarang Heyo.
Um, before we get further into the story, I do like how the zombies are done too. It's like
Fast zombies. 'Cause I
fast.
hate that.
Yeah,
I hate fast zombies. I hate the ones that sprint.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
you know,
very
like you gotta like in like High School of the Dead. Those were walk zombies. Like you could just hit one, transfer to the other one, and hit that, go to the other one. Here, they're all rushing at you at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
They're feral. They're really just feral. Like it's like it's because what I liked about the zombie movie was that you really felt the pressure of, oh my gosh, it's the start of an apocalypse. Like where these zombies are so fast. Like they took over the country in what, like a couple of days? Not even a couple of days,
Just a day.
honestly.
I think an hour.
Yeah, just like a whole day. Like it was so, like from that morning all the way until no, it was just so much pressure. And yeah, that's why I was really, this zombie movie was the first time in a while that I had felt some form of like dread and like anxiety for these characters. Because like I said, in Western movies there's always this like push to like be able to fight back. There's always like the guns, because but in Korea there's no,
There's no
it's not a
guns.
common, it's not a common thing for citizens to carry guns. It's usually the military, and even the police don't really carry like I don't know, high capacity weapons,
Hmm.
like
Like they have like
obviously no.
revolvers with six
Yeah, I
bullets.
mean,
And that's it.
yeah, they just have revolvers and six bullets. That's it. Like that's as good as it's getting for you. So it was kind of like really, oh my gosh, like there is no way to fight back. Like sure you can do a Don Lee, but no, and not everyone is Don Lee. There's
Nobody
only
can do a
one.
Don Lee.
So
I want to be
yeah,
Don Lee, but I ain't Don Lee.
That poor conductor that gets jumped at the start. It's like, I
yeah,
guess it's beginning.
yeah. I
No,
guess it's
I
beginning.
question his hearing though, because the woman who runs to the train loudly collapses, and he's like, hmm.
The train is settling.
Yeah, it's just a no. It was just fun. I thought it was a very fun take for zombies. And speaking of like your Iron of the Cavalry, they were at the same time, so they would have been in production at the same
At the same
time.
time. Good point.
Yeah, so there's no like rip off unless like it was a
Yeah,
solid
but
number of years
I see a lot
after.
of people commenting. I was like, shut up.
Yeah, because the thing is they're both ano. If anything, people kept saying Iron of the Cavalry Forest really quick
Fortress.
was a rip off of Fortress. I said that.
You said forest.
No, I said Fortress.
Okay, whatever. Let's just carry on. Yeah, you said
Oh my
it.
god. But their Iron of the Cavalry Fortress, it was a ripoff of Attack on Titan.
Alright,
So
same creator. Or like animation studio. I forgot.
probably it's just the same concept kind of deal. But it's always but it's just always apocalypse stuff. So it was just very interesting. I just love the take on like the Asian take
Hmm.
on very Western concepts. Another thing that I like to just point out is like superheroes in My Hero Academia. It's a very Asian take on it, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because you don't, in America, right? Or like in the West, in Hollywood, they always do, superheroes are always like these, like, they could be vigilantes or they could be, but in Japan, they made a whole system out of it. You have to get a license, you have to get, like, that's not how it works in the West. So it's a very Asian take on a very Western-ish concept. I don't know the history of zombies. I probably should do the research on it, but yeah.
Um.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a very original take. Before we go back to Train to Busan, there's not like when you watch MHA, it's not like these guys remind me of these superheroes. It's like, oh, these are totally original. Maybe All Might
Yeah.
can,
even though they have the same powers.
yeah, maybe like All Might, like the Superman, Captain America character, but like that's about it.
Yeah,
Even
it's very it's a very
he doesn't
because
fly, though.
justice. Yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't fly. He just jumps really high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but the thing is that like All Might's a very the concept of justice is kind of like universal. So like the kind of like selflessness is kind of universal, but yeah, he's a very Western type of but whatever. It's just a point that I wanted to make, that I love the uptick of this kind of like show, like making a different facet of what is normally a Western thing in
Mm,
Asian cinema, and then it becoming a global phenomena. So it's
yeah.
very fun. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, Squid Game was a very recent one that we can think of. Another great South Korean show that came out naman. So yeah, really great. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It's not as if, and I'm not saying. I just want a disclaimer that it's not as if like Asian cinema has only been getting good recently. It's always been great. Asian cinema has always been great. It's just that it's obviously never come out of Asia until
I was about to
recently.
say, I was about to say the same thing. It's because like there's so much good South Korean movies that came out like
Way before.
back in like way before, like mid 2000s. Hey, maybe even older, and I haven't really seen yet. But like Old Boy, that is a good Korean thriller. Was this movie? So like, and everybody slept on it. It's such a good movie, and then somebody recreated it in the West, and that's
It's
when it got
horrible.
it like, and it's horrible. Sorry, Josh Brolin, but like, and then you also get like, fuck, was this? And I Met the Devil or something like that.
Hmm.
It has Storm Shadow in it. that actor. It's also a really good movie. And uh, was this the gangster, the detective, and the devil or so? I think I might have gotten those
Uh,
in the wrong order, but like that's also a really good movie with Don Lee. Korea has such good writing in my opinion when it comes to movies. Good
yeah.
writing and good directing.
One drama that comes to mind is Burning, which is an excellent movie.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Anyway, yeah, you want to say
Yeah,
something?
it's just
yeah,
the disclaimer that I wanted to say was
yeah.
Asian
Like
cinema
stop
has always been
stop
great.
sleeping on Asian cinema because like
Yeah.
there's actual good concept here.
Yeah, don't worry about subtitles. You can read.
Yeah, as long as you can read, that's all.
Yeah,
And hey, people are actually working on dubbing it, so if you want to do that, I say go nuts.
have you seen the Squid
If that's a
Game
problem for you.
dub?
Yes, I have.
Go nuts,
It's
dub
not
nuts.
about that. It's for
Don't
another
do
time.
it.
But
Don't
yeah,
do it.
Train to Busan is a very excellent movie. But going back to zombies, I love the scenes where they're just a wave of zombies, like when they're breaking through the glass. Like, holy shit, I haven't seen that. Then in any Western movie, just a fucking waterfall of zombies just piling up
Oh
top of
yeah,
each other.
yeah. I mean,
The only thing that I can kind of think of, and it's not to like, I'm not like
Daisy,
discrediting your point, is
Daisy to like World War Z,
World War Z.
World War Z.
Yeah, the one based on the book.
Yeah. Well,
Huh?
actually,
Like there was that one.
the one in the book, they're actually slower. They don't run.
Yeah, they're actually slower in the book. They took a lot of creative liberties. It's creative
Yeah.
liberties for it. I know someone who read it that really didn't enjoy the movie, so yeah.
Just
But no, I think I don't know if it's a recent thing where like you said, like there's like a wave of zombies. But it's a very it's a very not a polarizing, it's a very distinct like scene to see in a movie, right? So please continue, yeah.
Yeah, I also wonder if the director kind of took inspiration from The Last of Us because these zombies react to sight and sound, kind of like clickers.
sight and sound. Isn't that how anybody reacts to anything?
Yeah, but aren't clickers like really sensitive like sound?
Yeah, but they're blind, so they don't have sight.
All right, never mind.
Yeah. So I mean, I get your point though. Like, but I feel like zombie genre has done that before. Like, oh, they can't see well, but if they hear you, that's what they come.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
kind of like a it's
It's
like
already been
a,
done.
Yeah,
yeah, it's not a common trope, but like it's a distinct characteristic of certain zombies. There's always
Yeah.
got to be a catch to some version. Like they can hear and see and everything, but they walk slow. You know, you gotta give some handicap.
Okay. I'm not gonna discredit this movie. It's just that I think it's because seeing South Korea do a zombie movie, and like a lot of people, this is like the first time they ever saw it. Even for me, this is like my first Korean zombie movie. I think that's what made it skyrocket. Like, oh, I didn't know they could actually make really good zombie movies. And now
Yeah,
we
it's
know
kind
that
of the
they've actually
novelty.
been doing it really well for the past few years, and we just haven't been noticing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's kind
I
of the
think that
novelty is the thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. So I think that's what gives this movie like a lot of you know points. It's like it
Yeah,
was
it's a
such a
lot of
culture
fun.
shock for a lot of people, and
Because
I'm
I
glad
think
people finally find out. Yeah, sorry.
no, because I think people up until a certain point, like I said, we're used to seeing only
Western.
Western like takes on zombie movies. So for us to be able to finally see Asian representation in what is predominantly a Western thing, it's great to
Mm,
see. And again, we just got so used to it. So somebody doing something different, as like regardless of the language barrier, if it's great, it's great.
yeah,
You know?
and the writing's really good too. So
Yeah, the grandfather of all zombie movies, George Romero, said something like, "After I saw World War Z, I kind of gave up on the genre. Like, there's not really fresh takes right now." I hope he saw this one because
I really hope he did.
I think he passed away like a year after. So I hope he saw this one and be like, there is hope for this genre after all.
For the genre,
His
yeah. For
last words:
yeah.
"Watch Train to Busan."
Oh, Train to Busan. Oh my
But yeah,
god.
you mentioned that for the
Long
father,
use cute.
there's like two paths you can take. One of being an asshole, one of being a hero, and the main villain of this story truly is an asshole. We're like, what the
Mm.
fuck is wrong with you? Why?
Like he would actually grab the crowd mentality thing where
Yeah,
he's like, "Oh, they're the ones. Them. You should trust me because I'm a good businessman. I have a good rep." And that's also a thing with Korea, right? Like if you have good rep, you're more trustworthy or something.
yeah,
It's
You're like a businessman.
yeah, it's I mean I wouldn't say it's just a Korean thing. It's just kind of like if you have good rep, of course people it
Yeah,
seems you're more trustworthy. I don't
yeah.
know if it's a distinctly Korean thing,
Okay,
but
but
like yeah.
yeah. And I don't know. This is what I love about this too. Is that Nina already mentioned. I was supposed to mention a while ago. Is that yeah, there is no guns with like Japanese zombie movies. They always find a way to like a loophole to squeeze in like how the main characters will get guns. Like like at the start of the zombie apocalypse, they would always like segue like, oh, and in this scene they get guns and they could defend themselves. The entire time in this movie, they don't get anything. They just need to run, and that's the best part that I love. Is that sure they do get like weapons to defend themselves, like a riot shield and a baton. But what's that gonna do? So it makes the scene more intense because sure you give them a little bit of leeway, but it ain't enough to relieve the tension.
yeah.
So the entire time you're actually at the edge of your seat in this movie, just like, who's gonna die? I know somebody's gonna be taken away from us.
That
Like
that's actually my favorite section of the entire movie. So when they have to rescue the wife and child, like in Train 13, and they're still like Train 9, and you just
yeah,
scav up.
and they have to like time it with like the tunnel so they
Yeah,
don't see anyone.
and then
Yeah,
when it comes to the baseball guy's friends, he's like hesitating. He's like, I really don't know if I can do this.
that's also a thing. They show high schoolers getting infected and killing each other.
Yeah,
Has American cinema done that before?
I mean, I'm sure there's like some form of
Oh,
it in
I
horror
think
movies, but
I
not
think
distinctly a zombie movie.
yeah.
Like I can
But
think of
this
like yeah.
yeah.
Mm. No, I can think of I can't really think off the top of my head, but I don't think I've seen like a high school maybe high school age kids, but not a distinct like high school team.
Yeah. Usually like oh, we're a high school team, but they're played by like 31-year-olds.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
we're all Tobey Maguire's age.
yeah.
Spider
And
Man.
I love I love the chemistry between Gong Yu and his daughter.
I,
Um,
I like she's not annoying.
hmm?
I like the fact that she's not annoying. She's not an
Oh
annoying
yeah.
kid character.
Yeah, she's not like a distinctly annoying child. It's a genuinely scared child, so you're
Yeah,
kind of
Yeah.
just like good. It's not like a whiny one.
Yeah. Where's
Like
my
it's just
blanket? Oh,
ah, you know.
like shut
Oh
up!
god. Oh my
Talking to
god.
you. I'm talking to you. What's her name? Something Fanning.
oh,
Dakota Fanning. There we go. She was in World War Z and she was like, "Where's my blanket? There's an alien shooting at other people in the back. Do you really want to go back there?"
An alien in World War Z, incredible.
Yeah, sorry.
don't you mean War
Anyway,
of the Worlds?
War of the Worlds. Sorry.
I was like, wait,
It's
the
war.
chromatic
War
was
never
not in
changes.
a.
War.
I was
War
like,
never changes.
I love this. I'm sorry, it's hilarious. It's just, it's okay. I
War
get it.
changed.
Well, as you mentioned, this is a zombie movie and there are deaths. Is there any deaths that really got to you?
Don Lee.
Yes. When I saw the
'Cause-
zombie go up and bite, I was like, no, fuck! Why?
And it's not in a stupid manner too.
Yeah.
Like he was legitimately trying to do something, and yeah, that's the cost of him trying to do something. It's not like a stupid reason like, oh, a kid trips and he helps her up and then he gets bit.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
not those stupid reasons.
It doesn't feel. It feels more genuine. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
as if like, oh, like he has to do it. Like,
Yeah.
it felt better than most deaths at least.
Yeah. Was this? It didn't feel shoehorned in. Like, oh, we have to have like a major character die for the effect of it. No, it felt natural. And especially, how about you, Nina? What character that really hurt you?
It was just Don Lee and Gong Yu. Like I
Gong
told
Yu.
you, like because I think it's to feel some form of sadness, you have to kind of like the character a lot and kind of not
Exactly.
relate, but you have to find empathy. Like you have to be empathetic towards them.
Hmm.
And not to say that I wasn't empathetic towards, like, let's say, like the two sisters or even the high schoolers, but like it was really Gong Yu. I cried. I remember distinctly crying when I first watched it. Not like intensely, but it was just kind of like, oh my god, he did so great. Ah.
He's
It
the
was
good dad.
just good dad. It was a
Nina sounds
whole
so
like
condescending.
no, because I don't want to say it, but it's like daddy issues. So of course I'm like, oh my god, great dad, great. Oh my god, can't relate. Uh, can't relate. I didn't want to take that turn, but you made me have to.
I'm
So
sorry.
yeah,
Sorry.
but no, it's okay, it's funny. But yeah, it's just kind of like that. I really felt for his deal. Of course, he was the most fleshed out. He's the main character, so I think it was great. They did great writing him and kind of turning him around from this like absentee father to this like sacrifice his life for his child deal. And of course, the kid crying over it was like, oh, I don't usually feel for when kids cry in movies, but I was like, oh, that actually felt really bad.
And
Like same kid, same.
Yeah.
and the flashback of him seeing his daughter for
His
the first
daughter.
time. Yeah, that's like the
Mm-mm.
stinger of the scene.
Motherfucker. I swear to God,
Mhm.
this shit made me tear up in front of my family. I'm like, no, because like you could see that it's not like it's not abrupt. It's a slow turn. Like you see him, yeah, he's getting infected. His eyes turning like milky
White.
white,
Yeah.
and then as he's getting a flashback, he starts to smile. So I'm like, just stop it, please.
And the way it's done too is pretty great. Like you see it, but you don't see it. It's not like you see his
Yeah,
body.
you see him like fall off the train
Yeah,
and fully accept his fate.
yeah.
Oh,
Fate.
now I'm getting
Sorry.
sad thinking about it.
I'm already sad. I kind of almost teared up.
Yeah, I'd say I was kind of feeling it in my heart. Like the more we thought about it, I was just like, I kind of got over it, but whatever.
But
I guess I'll cry again.
where there is that relief though, because like when once he got to his daughter, like you could see that he fully accepted. Like I have to be there for her now, especially in this fucking situation. And like he's like at that moment he was happy. Like he finally feels that he made the good decision. Like I'm finally becoming a good dad. Then he gets bit. And I'm like,
No, and you're like, no, yeah. It was so close. You're like, so close.
Like when he was
Whatever.
covering the asshole's mouth, I was like, please wash your fucking hands. Wash your
okay,
fucking
yeah.
hands.
I would say that's a little bit stupid, but then again, it's
It's like, what else can you do? That's its
Yeah,
reason.
it's
And
you kind of have to have a suspension of disbelief.
yeah.
It's kinda-
a tight space like that, you're like, I can't, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll buy it. But yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, I'll buy it.
just- Felt bad for everyone the asshole threw at the zombies versus the conductor, and then it was the main captain of the train. It's like, why? Wow.
The people who
Yeah.
can operate the thing you're on. Really?
And then when he gets to the two high school kids, he just grabs the girl and just throws her off the train. It's like, damn, there's no depth he won't sing
Yeah,
to.
no mercy.
No
There's no
mercy at all.
mercy.
Yeah.
It was it
Yeah,
was it was just awkward to watch. Like
So
it was kind of like it just felt really like, grr, you felt like why would he die? He's like a cockroach. He just won't die.
it's one lucky fucker, I guess. But
Yeah,
like at the
exactly.
at the end though, the only people who are remaining is the pregnant mom and the daughter of Gong
Daughter.
Yu. And as they're going through the tunnel and there's like a military base at the end. Question: are you sure you're okay with a little girl singing in a tunnel where it would echo in a zombie apocalypse when they're sensitive to sound? I'm like,
Yes. I
uh,
don't
that,
know.
that, that's my only gripe with this movie is that like I would have like, okay, maybe not now, honey. Like, just not now. I know you're sad, and I know you wanted to sing that song for your dad, but not now. I don't know. That's just my gripe.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
I guess the tunnel is clear enough for them to be like, oh, we'll allow it.
I rather not risk it.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I guess again, it's another like I guess I'll buy it moment where you're kind of like, oh, she's in so much despair. Her dad died. She might as well sing. But it's a thing that like logically you don't think you would want to do. But it's a movie, so you'll buy it. You know, it's just one of those things. Not like discredit. I get it's a gripe. It's totally valid.
Yeah, yeah. It's fine.
It's totally valid. Like if you were genuinely in a situation where sound can give you away, I think that's the last thing you want. But yeah,
Yeah.
what?
Either way, this movie's really fucking great. The
Yeah.
entire
Yeah,
roller coaster. 'Cause it's non-stop. That's what I feel. It was a non-stop heart attack the entire way.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's really suspenseful. It's a really good movie to watch in Hollywood as well, especially with like, if you're a fan of like K dramas and stuff. This thing would really, really, you know, surpass your expectations of what a zombie movie can do, you know, in general. And after watching this, I watched Guardian, the Goblin thing,
Yeah, Goblin. Yeah,
and that made it even worse. I swear, Gong Yu always makes me cry.
yeah. That's the thing. You kind of. It's really. Uh,
Anyway, yeah, we're not. Maybe in the future, who knows? Write it down in the comments if you want us to do a review on Goblin. Me and
oh my
Nina will
god.
take care of it. Trust us.
Oh lordy. Sure.
Mm. But
Yeah. Any other answer?
yeah.
No,
Any other
I
questions?
think you guys want to talk about.
Nah. We talked about
Yeah, I
everything.
think. Yeah, I think we sung our praises to it. I think we can go on to the ratings.
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what would you rate the movie?
Nina, you go first.
Probably. I think I can comfortably give it an 8.
Hmm.
Like, it's a good movie. It surpassed expectations. It's not a perfect movie. I still kind of have to like. It's a great movie, but I don't think I can personally give it higher than an 8. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels right. But my
Okay.
ratings are arbitrary, so
Hey, now don't discredit yourself like that. But
yeah.
like,
But yeah, I can only comfortably give it an 8. Maybe
okay.
8.5 if I want to really sing praises. But yeah.
All right.
I'll give this one a 9. It's a refreshing movie because like this one I could actually rewatch. Like I don't mind rewatching this. Dawn of the Dead I kind of like need to take maybe a couple of months off, or like uh was this Zombieland? I kind of like naumay na ako dun. But this one I don't know why I rewatched this so many times and I don't feel tired of it. Like I just the, it feels fresh. I don't know what it is or what they did, but it just feels fresh. It feels nice every time I watch it. I don't know, I don't get tired of it. So yeah, it's a 9 for me.
I'm on more with you. I'll also give it a 9. Like, I can go any lower than that or higher than that. Cause like, give it a 10. Like, why? It's good at
Hmm.
9. But yeah, as you said,
There's no problems.
yeah,
But
as you said, it is a very refreshing take on the zombie genre. Like, after a slew of like Western takes on the genre, it's like nice to see what the other side of the world can do with this genre.
hmm.
And it has really good fleshed out characters for the most part, and a really good story and a really good hero's arc. And by the end, you're left like completely satisfied that you watched this movie.
Yeah, it doesn't feel unsatisfying. Tama.
They
Yeah.
don't do that whole bullshit of they kill off everybody. I'm like, then what's the point of telling their story?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Gonna
Yeah,
do
it feels very like you watched it, you went through the anxiety. You may not have come out with everyone that you wanted, but you definitely had like the people that needed to make it made it.
Yeah, very bittersweet kind of.
Yeah, very bittersweet. So yeah.
Yeah, take us away, Enzo.
Is there any
Yeah.
other favorite zombie medium that you love so much? Like whether it be a movie, a game, or comic?
Zombie game or movie or comic.
Sorry, I'm thinking in my head. The only thing that's
Same
coming
here.
into my head, other than maybe The Last of Us, which was very enjoyable, would be. I know it's really awkward, and I think I kind of want to. I'm not. I have yet to read it, but I heard it's very interesting. It's the Archie Comics Zombies.
Oh,
It's very interesting. It's a different take on it as well. It's a different take on the Archie comics with zombies. So it's kind of like I am very interested in reading it. So yeah.
not much on zombies per se, but there is zombies in this. And I've been reading it recently. It's Chainsaw Man, and
Yeah.
holy shit, it's really good. Cause okay, I'm not gonna say anything. Just read it before the anime comes out, or just wait for the anime. It's fine. Do whatever, but just saying, don't sleep on Chainsaw Man. That is like one of the best mangas I've actually read. Like it is really fucking good.
For comics, I would recommend The Walking Dead because they're really well written. Like,
Yeah. No. Oh my God. I remember. I read that too. I liked it a lot. Ah. I can't forget.
like
How
if
can I
you're,
forget such a classic?
if you're tired of the show, the comic is like, at least for me,
Way
a
way
lot
fucking better.
way better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah. For game, I would like Nina suggest The Last of Us 1 and Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh, there we go.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Resident Evil
There
2
were
remake. Fuck
any
yeah.
of the Resident Evils, or not any. Sorry, any of the
You mean the one where
maybe
they
the
punch
first
the rock?
three. Yeah, no, maybe the first three, and then maybe I don't know if you count uh
7, 8.
7 and 8, because are they technically zombies? They're not really like undead, right? They're more like monstrosities.
There is somewhat the undead.
Yeah, there's some form, but
I
like
don't
I
think the
wouldn't say
hill-
they're like, but maybe not 8.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah,
8.
because those are werewolves now.
Yeah, they were like yeah,
Werewolves,
not 8.
vampires.
So maybe the first three, if you wanted like zombies,
Yeah.
the first three, the one in the mansion, Raccoon City with an sorry, I was about to say Chris Redfield, but I meant to say I meant to say Leon Kennedy for some reason. And what's her name? Was it Claire?
Claire.
Yeah,
Claire.
Claire
No.
Redfield.
Jill Valentine's.
No, Jill is in the third.
Yes,
Oh, I thought you were gonna mention
Because
the third.
in Resident Evil 2, it's a choice between
Yeah.
Leon and Claire.
Oh no,
so-
I thought you were trying to look for the character for third.
Yeah, for the third is Jill
Mm.
Valentine
Okay.
naman. But yeah, I think the first three would be great for Resident Evil.
But
yeah,
yeah,
zombie games.
be- speaking of a fresh take, the more I just remember what to say about The Last of Us. Like, that's a really fresh take on the zombie genre as well. Like,
Yeah,
just
the whole
by design.
was- the
Like-
whole clicker thing.
Yeah, like, have you seen the concept art for like the fourth stage of the first game? Like, it's like
Ah.
a carnage-looking motherfucker. Like, oh hell no.
Damn.
But yeah, thank you so much for watching a video on Train to Busan. I was about to say Zombieland for some reason in my brain.
No,
That's wrong.
you're so close.
Alex,
Jesse Eisenberg as playing as Gong Yu's character.
Oh damn. But
Okay, go.
yes,
take it
you
out.
can find us on facebook.com/geeks and degenerates. We also have a Discord community where you can talk to us. On Facebook, we react to trailers and we stream once in a while. But if you want to talk to us personally, hang out with us, we have a Discord community. We don't bite. We're cool. Right, guys?
Yeah, we don't fight. Just don't
I
add us on
guess.
Facebook.
We will block you.
I'm sorry. personal
That's
lives out of the whole YouTube thing. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. Where can they find you guys individually?
Oh yeah, you can find me at the at Jom GOM. It's my art account. I like to draw.
Finally.
Shut the fuck
Finally,
up.
he gives us the link.
I
I
like my
see.
life
I
private.
still can't find him.
Oh, then look harder.
Oh my god.
How about you, Nina? Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at
Twitter.
na9, and then you can find me on
Twitch at Nina. So just in like in the inverse of the of my Twitter would be my Twitch.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's it.
Yes. And thank you so much for hanging out with us. Stay safe, wear a mask, social distance, and get vaccinated if you can. This has been Enzo. That's, that's Jomar. This is Nina of GND. I'll be signing out. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Take care.